you supported the current president when
Yes,
he
I
was
did.
running for office.
Somebody annoyed me.
Yes, I thought something happened.
Nigerians annoyed me. Don't bully other people.
Yeah.
We have our rights to difference of opinion.
Yeah.
You don't like this man? Yes. You have the right not to like him.
Yeah.
You prefer this person? Gobbers, good for you. But then they bullied Auntie Joke to a point that somebody wrote something that was so... I don't have the words to describe
It
it.
offended you deeply.
So deeply.
Yeah.
And I now did this video saying, you know what?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going for the same person. Kill me. Feel free.
Yeah.
Kill me.
Yeah.
Let me see you kill me. Let me see you change my mind with your bullying. We need to stop it. We need to understand that we can never agree with everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what makes us great. That's what makes us beautiful. Makes us different. If we're all the same, it'd be a boring life, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Till tomorrow, you might not agree that he was the best person for the job. But at that point, that's who I wanted.
Yeah.
That's who I voted for.
Yeah. Yeah. And so that's what it's that same independence trick. That same you will not take my voice away from me.
You can't.
Yeah.
It's important. It's mine now.
It's yours.
Hello, everyone. So I just watched a clip of actress Bimbo Akintola's interview with Chude. And I think the show is actually called With Chude. And quite an interesting clip over there. And honestly, up until the moment I watched that clip, I didn't even know who she supported. I didn't know whether that she had supported Bola Ahmed Tinubu during the 2023 election. And so I just want to discuss that a little bit because I found it was a mixture of, how do I put it, a mixture of something that was quite funny, where I just said, okay, I just need to talk about this thing. First of all, I totally agree with her in the fact that everybody has a right to support whoever they want to support. And nobody has a right to bully anybody over whoever they are supporting. Because I always see people who talk about, oh, you supported this person. Or they come and tell you, oh, come and apologize for who you supported. Absolutely not. Nobody has a right. And nobody has a right to stop you from supporting whoever you want to support. The only right you have is your own support on your candidate. And you make sure you give that to the fullest. And any other person, that's their own right to be able to do. Whether the candidate is good or is not good, or is the best thing after jollof rice, or is the worst thing after whatever shit, it is that person's business to do that. So it is not any of our business. But the interesting thing in it is this: as I watched, as I also watched the video, was when she talked about the fact that she felt. It was when this person had been bullied. Not it's not Olu Jacob's wife, Joke Silva. Oh my, I forgot Joke Silva's name. It's Ken that we used to flog me. When she talked about Joke Silva, I do remember that incident where people had seen Joke Silva had been one of those women that had been carried to go and support, and they wore the APC, dress, APC wrapper and all of that. And there were a lot of people who were not happy about it, who talked about it, and there were a lot of things that were being said and what that was. As for her, she said that the bullying that went on was what now made her that because people were bullying. And so because people were bullying, you now didn't have your own mind. You then had to go with what the bullies did. That means the bullies won. The essence of bullying is not to say, oh, because you're bullying me, I do opposite. Then they won. You're no longer in control of who you are. You've ceded that control to the bullies, and they got it, and they made you do whether it was the thing they were bullying you for or it was the opposite of the thing they were bullying you for. At the end of the day, the bullies won. They had control over you. You no longer had control over yourself. That's what it means. And I'm saying her so it is because of bullies. If I didn't choose to support a candidate, but because people were bullying, I then chose that candidate to in defiance of what they're saying, or to trigger them or set them off so that I'll not okay, come and kill me. Nah, they just controlled you. Sister me, they just freaking controlled you, and you allowed that to happen. It's another thing. One of the things for me, like with my children, I always say to my children, whatever you want to do, make sure you are doing it because you wanted to do it, no matter how bad it is. So I will respect you that you did it because you see that thing. I say, hey, it was my friend that was the now dear me and you go scatter ground because so you mean say you yourself no fit think when you do this thing, whether good or bad. Now the influence of somebody. So because somebody they do one, you can't go they do one. Because that's exactly what I hear from this interview that Bimbo Akintola was really trying to, in as much as she was trying to make it look like, I said, yeah, you know, I let them. But at the end of the day, they won. So the bullying, you allow the bullies to win. It's one thing. Say, hey, yes, for me, I respect the person who comes out and says, hey, they loved Tinubu. They felt he's the best thing after Jollof Rice, and they supported him. Like, what's the name of this actress? Oh my goodness, I'm seeing her face right now. The one they used to call her Auntie something something, and she came out. And she right from day one, the one that said that Tinubu told her that he gave her the master print of what he was going to do. I know they dragged her one time, and which was so funny. I mean, people should be allowed. Everybody has the right to vote for what they want to do. You see, she came out, she supported with her full chest. She said she believed in her. She's also a producer. Maybe if I remember her name before this, but if I don't remember, I'm sure you know who I'm trying to talk. During Iyabo Ojo said this, there is so-called artist that will remove her girl. The other day I saw, hey, I'm very poor with names. This has nothing to do. It's actually me. And the other day they were telling her that she should not remove her girl because in wedding before you know her, she don't remove. You know, she has removed is it Toye Abraham? Yeah, I think Toye Abraham. Anyway, I'm sorry for the name this thing. And she owned, and for me, massive respect. Absolutely. That's what it was her conviction. She wanted to support Tinubu. She supported Tinubu with her full chest. She did all of that. But all of this, no, it was the people because they were bullying. Yes, I think let me get that Toyi Abraham. Yes, that's the name. See me now, I forgot it. Toyi Abraham. Absolutely. She supported Tinubu with her full chest. Supported because that was her conviction. And she had the right to her conviction. Nobody has the right to bully her, abuse her, whatever her, do her, or tell her to apologize. No. The same right you had to support your own candidate is the same right she had to support her own candidate. But to come and say that because you were bullied, they were say bullying going on, then because of that. So that means you didn't intend to support before, but because the bully was that's just a weak point, honestly. Just how at this age you allow people's bullying to be the reason why? You know, there's or you see people who they've called me certain name, they said this day, and because of that I'm not doing it to show you've allowed the bullies to win. No, what if the moment bullies say there's something they call reverse psychology? Police will come at you at different angle. The moment you're changing your course of action, whether positive or negative or in whatever way, because of something that is happening, they've won. They have absolutely control of you. And that's what they were looking for. Whatever it is that if you decided to be neutral, whatever bully was going to do shouldn't have concerned you, would have been neutral. If you decided to support someone else, whatever bullying that was bullying you, it shouldn't have mattered. You still support that someone else. If you decided to support Tinubu, whatever bullying that was bullying, it shouldn't matter. You should support Tinubu. But a situation where they're saying that, oh, because of this, nah, that doesn't work. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.